And greetings, and it's good to be having a chat again. And I just wanted to check in really and just make contact because I've not done many video chats recently. In fact, um, there's been a deliberate reason for that. And I realized that it's been many months since I did a perspectives chat. And I've also kind of held back on that. Um, and the reason being mostly is that um, I feel that there's already too much noise in the world. And so many people are jumping in front of the screen and wanting to give their opinion about what they think is going on and to talk about the world, etc. And especially with so many external events going on, there's just a kind of overwhelming. And on one level, I didn't really want to add to that noise. And I also feel that it's perhaps a time to step back a little bit and to, get some space between all that's going on and all the noise that's going around. Because, as I've said before, I think there's also some part of even the alternative media which has been infiltrated or corrupted, however you wish to say it. And there's even more so the need for discernment about what food we take in, because, information and images, the things we take in, is also food for us. And so we have to be very mindful of what food we put into our bodies. And I just felt like stepping back. And those of you who know me know that I don't really do politics either, because politics is mostly a game, especially because everything that we are presented with is the exterior of politics. And it's very much a charade. Even there's national politics and these false borders and these false allegiances and false enemies and these false divisions. Whereas when you go above that, you see that there's so much going on beyond these so-called borderings and divisions. And so what we're presented with is a kind of play. And I've often referred to it as the theatre of the absurd. So I thought I would, there's enough noise in the world already. So I didn't really wish to keep on giving my opinion because, you know, um, what's my opinion after all? What's my perspective after all? Everyone has their own perspective. Why should mine be given a platform above any others, above your own? You know, of course, I'm very aware that very few people actually engage with my chats. I know that some of my videos only get 100 or 200 views, which I'm fine with because I've never been one to promote myself or to look for expanding artificially or to do any clickbait. And so I do realize that there's a few small number of you who are consistently kind of kept an eye on my talks, and I do appreciate that. And I know there's a few of you who always respond and engage, and so in a sense, I've realized perhaps I'm not really adding to the noise, perhaps because I'm not reaching the noise stage. I'm only speaking with a few people, and so perhaps that's better to keep it cozy. Because I don't really want to enter that domain of, because then you're competing for attention. And I see so many videos of people trying to reach larger audiences, and they want a platform for themselves. And it becomes a competition. And you then, people are putting out more and more content because maybe they feel that's required. So I just wanted to check in and say that's not my game. And I know you know that. But I'm still around and still healthy. I'm still scribbling. But I don't talk too much about my work. I keep people up to date on my Telegram channel. But I'm reminded that the world is an illusion in one sense. It can be a very real illusion, but at the same time, truth, those aspects of truth that are apparent in this illusion. Because just as though we live in a physical world, the metaphysical world, you could call it, or the sacred world, the unseen world is penetrating it all the time. So we can relate, we can um, connect with aspects that are greater than the physical world within the physical world. So we still have to engage with it. Even if we feel uncomfortable with it at times, it's still important that we understand that there are many influences working through this world. And that gives me hope also, because I feel that if we remain purely on a physical perspective and just looking at the events as they're unfolding or as they've been orchestrated to unfold, it gives us a very dim view of the future, a very pessimistic view. And also, it may encourage a revolt against the modern world. But for me, a revolt isn't the um, most suitable response. It's finding a connection to the greater things that exist beyond this world, that are in this world, and to connect with those aspects and to bring them through, to make sure that there's always the finer energies flowing and interpenetrating in this world. So there's always hope for the human being, because humanity is an important aspect of that. So whatever we hear in the next few days, weeks, and months ahead, I would say that, you know, we should not remain purely in the physical domain of just being thinking that the world is operating just on these unfolding physical forces. By saying that, I'm not saying we should jump on the other bandwagon and like some people are and saying, oh, the aliens are coming and they're going to save us, and or something, some salvationist hypothesis. Um, what we're going through is very real in terms of its discomfort, but there are other forces at work always. And so it's a very kind of tangible struggle, but we can connect, especially through our inner world, with intangible forces that give us hope. Um, so, I may check in some more times, and I'd like to connect with the few of you who kind of relate to where I am and where I'm going, so we can connect together. And but these are just be some cozy chats, whatever. I don't know what to call them. Wherever I feel like just having a connection, I'll make it happen. Um, Feel free to reach out to me, to give me a message if you wish to. But I'm not going to engage in any large scale stuff or platforming. As you know, it's not my style, and I don't really promote what I do, sometimes to my detriment for my work, but I know that it will reach people in ways for those who are connecting with it. So I just want to say that I appreciate all of you who um, feel like you wish to listen or connect with my work, and that the soul of humanity is the primary element here, and that the soul has to work through the physical world to reach those aspects of truth that are operative in the greater illusion. So I wish you well. Enjoy the weekend. Let us stay connected, and as you know, I wish you good health, um, well-being, and as always, stay grounded. Okay, cheers.